If you're a man over 50, there is one daily habit almost everyone believes is helping their body, but in reality it may be quietly undermining your hormones, your energy, and your testosterone. That habit is simple: drinking plain water. It sounds harmless. It sounds healthy. But for men past midlife, hydration works differently than it did at 20, 30, or 40. The body no longer regulates electrolytes the same way. Hormones that control water balance, like aldosterone and vasopressin, behave differently. And every sip of pure water affects blood chemistry in ways most men never think about. Here's the part almost no one tells you. Plain water can dilute the minerals your body needs to produce and transport testosterone effectively. And for many men, especially those feeling low energy, low motivation, or declining performance, this silent dilution is part of the problem. But the solution is not drinking less water. The solution is drinking smarter, with a hydration formula specifically suited for men over 50, whose testosterone, circulation, and electrolyte systems require more support. To understand why this matters, we need to start with what actually changes in a man's body after midlife. When men reach 50 and beyond, the kidneys begin conserving water less efficiently. Sodium levels fluctuate more easily. Potassium inside the cells is harder to maintain. Stress raises cortisol faster, and testosterone, which depends on mineral balance to bind correctly to proteins like SHBG and albumin, becomes more sensitive to hydration mistakes. This is why so many men say, "I'm hydrated, but I still feel drained. I drink plenty of water, but my energy never recovers. My workouts feel flat even though I'm doing everything right." The issue isn't hydration. The issue is how you hydrate. Plain water enters the bloodstream quickly, but without minerals, it lowers plasma osmolarity, the concentration of electrolytes that keep your cells functioning. When osmolarity drops too low, aldosterone rises to compensate, pulling sodium from the blood back into the tissues. This can leave you feeling tired, lightheaded, unfocused, or weak, not because you lack water, but because you lack balance. There is another layer men rarely hear about. Low osmolarity also affects the hypothalamus, the command center for hormones. When it senses dilution, it reduces GnRH stimulation, which supports testosterone production downstream. This is why some men see both symptoms and lab values shift when they drink large amounts of plain water before blood tests. And here's where testosterone truly enters the picture. Testosterone is not just produced, it must be transported. Nearly all testosterone in your bloodstream travels attached to proteins whose function depends on electrolyte stability. When sodium, potassium, and amino acids like glycine are low, transportation falters. The body may produce enough testosterone, but far less becomes available for cells to use. This is the hidden link. Electrolyte imbalance can mimic low testosterone, and plain water can make that imbalance worse. But there is a simple science-based way to correct this, starting every morning. A way thousands of men over 50 use to stabilize their hormones, boost energy, improve circulation, and support natural testosterone activity. It is not a supplement, not a powder, not a proprietary mix. It is a hydration formula built on 3 core ingredients your physiology depends on: sodium, potassium, glycine. Each plays a unique role in male hormone function, and together they create a hydration environment far superior to plain water. Here's why they matter. Sodium is the primary mineral responsible for blood volume and vascular tone. Without adequate sodium, the body cannot maintain the pressure needed to deliver oxygen, nutrients, and hormones efficiently. Men over 50 often lose sodium more easily through sweat, medications, or simply aging kidneys, and drinking plain water lowers it further. A tiny pinch of high-quality salt restores the balance that plain water disrupts. Potassium is the mineral that rules the inside of your cells. It determines how muscles fire, how nerves signal, and how energy is produced. The sodium-potassium balance directly affects testosterone transport and cellular uptake. When potassium is low, that's extremely common in older men, the body struggles to use testosterone effectively, even when blood levels look normal. Glycine is an amino acid that does two critical things for men over 50. It calms cortisol and supports deep sleep, where nocturnal testosterone production occurs. And it improves sodium and water absorption in the small intestine, allowing hydration to enter gradually instead of causing dilution spikes. Glycine also improves endothelial function, the health of blood vessel walls. Better endothelial function means stronger nitric oxide, better circulation, better nutrient delivery, and better sexual performance. When these three ingredients combine, your morning hydration becomes a hormonal support system instead of a hormonal stressor. Your circulation improves. Your cells receive balanced electrolytes, your adrenal system stays calmer, your testosterone circulates more effectively. And all of that begins with what you put into your first glass of water. Here is what I recommend to men over 50 based on hydration physiology, endocrine research, and clinical observation. In a glass of water, about 250 to 300 milliliters, add a small pinch of sea salt, a small pinch of potassium salt or potassium citrate, 1/4 teaspoon of glycine. This is not a sports drink, not a stimulant, not a gimmick. It restores the electrolyte environment your cells expect. It prevents the morning dilution effect plain water causes. It supports testosterone transport and availability. And it gives your body the minerals required to function optimally. Drink it slowly, never fast, so your body absorbs steadily instead of correcting imbalances all at once. Men who switch to this approach often report improved morning energy, fewer crashes, better workout performance, clearer thinking, deeper sleep, better sexual function, stronger motivation, and confidence. These aren't magic effects, they are the natural outcome of correcting an imbalance most men never know they have. Research shows that even mild electrolyte dilution can reduce exercise performance by up to 20%, impair cognitive processing, increase cortisol, and worsen sleep, all factors that directly affect testosterone. For men over 50, balanced hydration isn't optional, it is foundational. To be clear, nothing here increases testosterone artificially. What it does is allow your body to use the testosterone it already has. If your energy is slipping, if your motivation isn't what it used to be, if your workouts feel flat, if your performance, physical, mental, or intimate, feels diminished, stop starting your day with plain water. Start with balanced hydration instead, the right minerals, the right absorption, the right biological environment. Your hormones will feel the difference, your circulation will feel the difference, and you will feel the difference. Your body isn't failing. It's asking for the conditions it needs to function the way it was designed to. Give it those conditions, starting with your first glass of water.